What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. So, Forza Motorsport is going to be missing features. What are we doing? What are we? What do you mean it's going to be missing features? It, I don't even got to tell you what the features are that are missing because the apologetics out there are going to come out and say that's not even a mode that I would play. I don't even care about that. It's again the principle is what this represents. So, a first party Xbox game is going to be missing features that were intended for the game but are not coming out. Why? Because it can't run on the console. Why? We are now, whether you like to believe it or not, we are now being conditioned to accept games that are unfinished. Now, there's ponies out there that'll try to tell you that this is a Game Pass fault, and you don't have to listen to them. They're not that smart. Their IQ's not that high. Their attack being they have a disease called ponyism. They don't know what they're talking about because there's games outside of Game Pass that have came out needing patches afterwards and unfinished. So it's not just Game Pass games. All right. So don't worry about that. You don't have to believe that narrative. Okay. But we're not going to deny, like, all the big Xbox games that should have came out and should have been a staple for Microsoft have been incomplete. Halo Infinite had modes missing. I mean, right now they have modes canceled. That whole split co-op is gone, right? Redfall, the box at 60 FPS, not here, not yet, okay? And now this game, and again, understand what this game represents. This is not just any racing game. This is Forza Motorsport, which is supposed to show the power and the prowess of the Xbox brand. And it has game modes missing. Like my video from yesterday, there's so much pressure on Starfield, it's ridiculous. Starfield, it needs to be phenomenal. It needs to be, because all this other stuff that's happening is like if you're an Xbox fan like me this generation, right now we're looking crazy. Right? How do we defend this? How do we defend this? You don't. You can't defend this. A game shouldn't have missing features. And if it does, tell me why. And convince me now that it's not because of the S. Convince me that it's not because of the S. I don't understand. Now, okay. Now here's the deal. Before you start saying, "Oh, he's actually a pony," this and that, blah blah blah. Listen. My PlayStation 5 is packed up right now, and yes, I know what's going on with the PlayStation 5. The whole Evo event where the freaking USBs was getting too hot, whatever. Yeah, that console is not very well engineered, regardless of what they say. I know for a fact from mine, I have coil whine. If you know what that is, look that up. So I can hear the freaking PlayStation 5. My PlayStation 5 has coil whine, okay? If yours doesn't, that's good for you. But what I'm telling you is when I have my Series X and I have my PS5, my Series X is extremely quiet. I never hear that thing. I have heard the PS5's fan turn on. I've never heard the Xbox Series X's fan. Engineering wise, the Xbox Series X blows the PS5 out of the water. It looks better, it runs better, it's just a better overall engineered console. Okay. However, the software that's being placed on this freaking console right now is looking ridiculous. Especially on the Series X. Like what? Like, missing features. Where's my Redfall patch? I'm gonna keep saying that. How are you going to drop a first-person shooter at 30 frames per second? How? Microsoft first-party studios need to use every single tool available to them on these consoles. That's funny. I said tools. The tools haven't arrived yet. That's funny. Oh my. They need to show out. They need to prove that these consoles are worth it. You guys just don't understand. I had somebody say Xbox is no longer a console, it's an ecosystem. Yes, it is. It is. It is an ecosystem. I agree with that. Some of us prefer to enjoy that ecosystem mostly on a console. But once we move and we start enjoying that ecosystem on a PC, Xbox then does become a third party publisher. You do know that. You do understand that, right? I'm going to tell you right now, if I get a powerful PC, I will not turn on my Xbox. I that's for what? And as of right now, the way I look at my Xbox Series X is a slightly better Series S, if that. This is frustrating. If you're not frustrated with this, I don't know what to tell you. And the whole it's coming to Game Pass, so don't worry about it. That's the wrong mentality to have. This is not a Game Pass issue. This is something else going on. Doc Dog 1985, there's levels to this. You know what? I'll go live right now for like maybe 15 minutes. It's already late. If you want to talk about this a little bit deeper, come join, become a channel member, and you can go ahead and see that live. Convince me that this is not a problem. We out. Peace.